Oh, you should have kept it rolling.
I know, I might have. I don't really honestly know how this
I mean,
works.
that's because that was real. You know what I mean?
I know. Gosh dang it. You were fucking with me too, dude. You're like,
Well, I was,
because you like that, Well, anyways, we're here with B-Boy Wicked and DJ Wicked.
That's a nice screenshot.
Yeah, bro. Like, I mean, I watch your shit all the time and just all like B-Boy stuff. And it's a good background. But yo, yeah, so that was our connect, like with AC alone, cause that scene was sick, bro. And your fit was tight, and like everyone wild out. So that was in You Got Served.
That wasn't You Got Served. That was a good time.
Oh, dude,
Epic moment in my career.
Was it?
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, it was sick, man. And plus, it's to my favorite MC. Like, dude, the universe works in a really crazy way.
It does. I agree.
Like, it reaches out, like, energy-wise and takes people from here and there and, like, somehow links people up in a weird way. I don't know if, like, I think we just all put out this certain because we're really magnetic creatures.
I'm definitely magnetic.
Yeah, for real, bro. And so you were dancing to AC Alone's Find Out, and AC Alone's been my favorite MC forever. So that's pretty bugged out that was like a huge moment in your career. And I got to bring AC Alone to my hometown here, and I got to open up for him all through Instagram. And that's how me and you linked up. Like,
right?
Dude, like the internet is a dope, like especially Instagram. It's like the most positive like social media out there, I believe.
I mean, if it's meant to be that way, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Instagram is definitely a dope platform to connect. I mean, that's how I get work. That's how I teach. So I think it's great that we connected through it.
Oh, bro, like it was bugged out that like somehow we like linked up, and like I consider you like a homie. Like it's really dope. And another weird thing, like, so where did you dance against B-Boy Ivan? Where was that?
Oh, that was at the RadioTron in LA.
The RadioTron. Yeah. And I have Urban Action Figure. I have that DVD.
Okay.
And I've watched that in the RadioTron, and they just like maybe show like a snippet.
Mm-hmm.
It's his shit. So like they're showing him. But then I've been on like YouTube and also watched it, and I didn't like realize who the other cat was. And I think that was like a pretty huge moment in hip hop, in b-boying, right?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I had no idea what kind of effect it would have on me, and my crew, Renegades, and it just all of a sudden we just became this. Along with Style Elements, we just became this phenomenon and inspiration to people all over the world when we were just trying to do what everybody else was doing. We were inspired by Little Caesar, by Storm, by Rocksteady. So when we get that kind of feedback, it's really humbling.
Yeah, dude. That, I mean, I wasn't living it, but being just a fan, watching that and like connecting to different b-boys and seeing that, I mean, it just like, to me, and I'm not being a part of it, but when you see something that's kind of like special, like what that was like game changers,
Yeah.
like certain videos and certain songs, you see a switch up, like the evolution of an art form,
Right.
Like I'll watch different dancers and be like, oh, they're evolving. Like, whether it be footwork or you know, like the popping. Like I really watch Pop and John a lot.
Oh yeah.
And like over the years, I've seen like how his footwork and just like mechanics have, you know, changed. And that was a big, I think the Radiotron was, would you say it was a point of evolving?
Yeah, I definitely think it was pinnacle, you know, because Little Caesar put us on a big stage, you know, and like I said, we didn't know what kind of effect it was going to have afterwards, but it just basically ignited the scene and inspired the scene, and we're forever thankful for it. You know, it's just something that once you see that checkered floor or talk about the Radiotron, you just the first thing you want to say is like, "Oh yeah, the checkered floor," you know, and
Yeah.
we have that video, so it's definitely, you know, a classic moment in my career for sure. I mean, it changed my life, so it's definitely it played a big role for
Yeah,
sure.
the checkered floor definitely does stick out. It's
Hmm.
kind of like the Boston Garden
Yeah,
of you
the
know their
Celtics.
yeah, dude. The you know their floor
Yeah,
looks so different. The Boston Garden,
right.
it's kind of like the B-boy Boston Garden,
Hey, I like that. That's
right?
dope. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That So I have a million. Dude, I know you don't have a ton of time, and I could talk to you for a decade and pick your brain because I mean, dude, you know, like being a fan and and just observing hip hop and all the elements of it,
Yeah.
especially the dance. Like the dance is what like really brought me into like hip hop. I mean, I'm from the
Hmm.
middle of nowhere and you know, seeing Breakin' and Breakin' 2, Electric Boogaloo and all that, and being in the middle of nowhere in the Midwest. And it was just so fascinating to me. Like body
Right.
movement has always fascinated, like gymnastics. I remember being a kid and watching the Olympics being like, holy shit, that's so dope. And
Yeah.
then you know, hearing hip hop and then but like seeing the visual part of it
Uh
was
huh.
was so I could but you it's been a part of you for I mean, since you were a kid, you know?
Um. Yeah. I mean, I guess I started my hip hop journey in 1991. I would say
Were you around, what were you, like 15-ish?
I was like 38.
And dude, and you know what's bugged
Um.
out? Hey, yo, I would totally believe that because you B-boys are all fucking super aliens
Aliens.
and you don't age. Like DJ Qbert, he's probably 120 years old,
I
but
think he is,
but the dude looks like he's about 18.
but he smells like he's 50.
Oh, does he? He smells
Yeah.
50, looks
Yeah.
20, and is actually
Yeah.
120.
Yeah. So do the math.
So that's how the alien shit works.
Yeah. It's
Because
weird.
I'm trying to smell 50. Yeah, it smells like. Does
It's
he smell
unique.
like bad cologne or something?
Oh, it's not bad. It's not. It's just unique.
Is that what you do to like dab out the alien smell? Because
Sometimes, yeah.
because you guys are
Depends. Yeah,
from
it depends
planet.
what time of the day it is.
Because you guys are from Planet B-boy.
Yeah, because nothing makes sense on Earth.
Oh God, isn't that the truth?
Yeah, right.
Oh my gosh, get me out of here, bro. Where's like take me on the B-boy spaceship and get me on the R&R, the Renegade Rocker spaceship, and let's get the
Well,
heck out of
that's
here.
the whole reason why I started the the IG Live Cipher thing is to provide an escape hatch for everybody.
Oh really?
Yeah, because I was from the minute we had to like shut everything down here in Texas, and seeing everything on the news, and it was just like, okay, I gotta, I was stressed out. Everybody was stressed out. So I just felt like I had to just play some music. I just started playing some music, and then I had this crazy thought in my head. I'm gonna go on live. I'm gonna go on my IG live and just play. which
Yeah.
I rarely do because I'm shy. You know, I don't like
Really?
being I don't like being in front of an audience. I don't, you know, it's just, I mean, it's weird because I love performing, um, but really I'm just like, get me the heck out of here.
Dude, I think that's so odd. Like
Yeah, it is.
every creative person,
Yeah,
except for a few, some people just like
they love it
flag out, and
about it.
and
Yeah,
I'm like, dude, that looks so empowering. But
it
me,
is, right.
like, I mean, you know, I've performed like not on like the stage that you have or anything, but like any stage, like you put all this work into it and your process and all that, and then like with me, like with music, like stage fright, get up there after like one or two songs, now I'm like, okay, I'm loose now I'm with you. But it's
Right.
such an odd thing, especially like, well, someone at your level, that's just weird for me to hear, because it's like being a creative and being a performer, I just feel it it's so up here,
Mm-hmm.
you know, to conquer that and to show out and
Right.
keep it smooth and keep it big. Because I've always thought like I'm really into, you know, like my childhood was athletics, and I feel like there's probably a lot of Michael Jordans out there, ability wise, that just
Right.
never got to his level because they didn't have that killer instinct. So in b-boying,
Yeah.
dude, you gotta be a killer. Like, so deep inside your DNA,
Yeah.
like you have to have some sort of killer vibe to you, though.
Yeah. Something has to snap, and then it just becomes. It just becomes. It's not you anymore. You know, that's what happens to me. You know, so um, whenever I'm performing in front of people or anything in front of people, something just snaps and it just takes over, and it's not really me anymore. So it's weird.
Yeah,
Alien shit. It's alien shit. You know.
it really, dude. I really think it comes from another place. I've like listened to, you know, people get in like with athletics or just, and what you do is like, I think b-boys are the dopest athletes on the planet. I
Oh, you
really do.
think?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I really, dude, I mean, what you guys do is, yeah, I think b-boys are, it's like b-boys and like, I think MMA guys, which is a lot of the same stuff.
Nah. I mean, b-boys ain't getting knocked the fuck out. You know.
Well, well, you probably have before, like trying out new moves and shit. Like, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'm just
Oh,
saying,
you mean like like falling out of moves and you know?
yeah,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
but I mean, cardio wise, I
Uh
mean,
huh.
you guys have to go rounds just like an MMA fighter. So you
Yeah.
have to like pace yourself. You have to stay. I mean, your cardio's got to be out of control.
Yeah. It's
Um,
you
I
definitely
was
have to
watching
be.
the Red Bull BC1, the 2019,
Uh huh.
and you know, some of those dudes, they just gassed.
Yeah. Well, you know, being on a big stage like that, like
Yeah.
Red Bull BC1, in
Hmm.
front of the whole world, you
Yeah.
got all the lights on you. You
Yep.
got the everything, just the vibe. It's just that alone is just another energy sucker.
Yeah.
You know, so if your mental isn't right
Yeah.
from round one, even before you hit the stage, if your mental isn't right, it's already a wrap.
Yeah. It's curtains. Just,
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I think like b-boys are the dopest athletes, because you're dancing, so you gotta keep a rhythm.
You gotta keep rhythm. Yeah, for
You
sure.
do. I mean,
Uh,
you gotta rock the beat.
yeah, you gotta be
It's
connected for sure.
like the dopest ones, anyways. Unless you're just gonna be like Power Man 5000, like, which, you know what I mean? Like, and no one really wants. Like, I personally don't want to see that. Like, I want you to be able to like, as a
You said
fan,
Power Man 5000. That's funny.
I want you to like be like dance,
Right.
but also do, you know,
Yeah.
But I mean, to me, like it's the up rock and the footwork and then put in the other, you know, power stuff.
Yeah.
It's
No,
phenomenal. Like if you
yeah,
can,
you gotta be the whole package. Otherwise it's just I mean it's cool, you know,
yeah.
but especially if you're trying to win a competition, you gotta be the whole package.
Yeah, I mean, you're an actual B-boy. Like, I don't know how you guys feel, but like for me, like if I see someone just come out and do like 1,000 like air flares into like 1,000,000 like power moves, I'm like, just join the Olympic team. But that's how I feel.
Tough crowd, ladies and gentlemen. Tough crowd.
I'm like, dude, I know they're like, I don't know. I've just seen some stuff.
I hear you. I
I
mean
mean, who am I
it's
to judge? I'm just a fan, but like
yeah.
if you come out and you have crazy footwork and you're like actually just like, you know,
Yeah.
going to the beat and then it goes with your flow and then I think that's the full package.
Yeah. No, I hear
So
you.
I have a full list of like questions. Like honestly, I just wanted to hear your entire life story.
Oh, well, that's pretty much it.
And we're done here, folks.
And
We've got
cut.
yep. So BBoy Wicked, part of the Renegade Rockers. You started what, around 15-ish?
I would say yeah, 14, 15, something like that, 1993.
So how did you find the Rockers?
I was um in my friend's backyard. We were practicing. My friend lived across from another person who was managing a dance group called Fusion, and we would go over to his place and practice because the backyard was bigger and more people would show up. So it was fun. It was hype, and I was practicing head spins, and one of the original members of the Renegade Rockers was at the house in the kitchen watching from the window,
Okay.
and
Who
he
was
saw me
that?
practice. His name is Octaviano
Okay.
from the original Renegade Rockers. So he saw me doing head spins and saw my other friends practicing, and Ock told the guy Justin, who is the manager of Fusion dance group. He said, "Hey, I want you to invite these kids to practice, to Renegades practice." So um, after that, it was it's history. It was
Yeah.
just by luck, being at the right place at the right time.
So you're rocking out with those dudes. So when does like Flowmaster become part of your life?
Flo, I didn't meet Flo until maybe 4 years later. Maybe, yeah, about
Because
four
like you
years.
kind of like call him your sensei in a way.
Yeah, he definitely. I mean, I learned a lot from the Renegade Rockers, from Octaviano, and a lot of the old school guys, Knuckle Neck Tribe, Gizmo, and Chris Lopez. But once I met Flo, he kind of just introduced me to the foundation of like what I would say a b-boy is, you know. Not to take anything away from my original teachers, but my original teachers got me to a point where I was like, okay, this is like a threshold right here. And Flo just took me to the next level. And then I realized that there was way more that I needed to learn, way more I didn't know how to do footwork. I didn't know the proper steps. I didn't know a 6-step. I didn't know a 3-step. I didn't know how to dance. I didn't know how to, so he introduced me to the foundation of b-boyism.
So Flo taught you to get down on the ground, like
Yeah, I mean, through Flo, of course, I also learned a lot from Mr. Wiggles, Mr. Freeze, Sugar Pop. Uh, who
so
else? Yeah.
how did you guys link up though?
Um, well, we would always see each other at competitions, and
Oh,
and one time we battled. We got called out by the Seven Gems in LA,
okay.
and it was a heated battle. We got kicked out of the event. and it was on my birthday, and I'm just
Oh
like,
wow.
it was bugged out, you know. And so anyways, after that, he calls me, you know, like a couple weeks later, and Flo calls me, and I'm just thinking, like, why is he? I mean, is this a joke? Is he trying to like play a prank or something? Because he was asking me if I wanted to join this production show he was in called Madhattan, which is in which was in Las Vegas at the New York.
Right.
And in the show was Mr. Wiggles, Mr. Freeze, Pop and Pete, Skeeter
Wow.
Rabbit, rest in peace.
Dude, legends.
Yeah,
All
you know,
legends.
so when he told me that, I was just thinking to myself, well, we just battled like 2 weeks ago. We're kind of like, it was kind of heated, and so I'm just thinking in my head, is this a joke, you know? And he told me it was also for $1,000 a week, you know, and I'm 16, 17 years old, you know, so
Yeah.
I didn't know what to think. So I didn't respond. I didn't call him back because he left a message. I didn't call him back. So
Really?
yes, because you know, I didn't really know Flo like that,
Right.
you know. So for him to call, that was just weird. And then uh the reason why I knew it was for real is because Mr. Wiggles called me.
Dude.
Yeah, he called me
And
and I was at
Wiggles was
home.
already like a legend, right?
Yeah, already. You know, so to get a message from Mr. Wick, like he left a message because I wasn't home. So got home, played the messages on my answer machine. Kids out there, do you guys know what answer machines are? So I saw like 3 messages, and all 3 of them were from Mr. Wiggles. So I
Yeah.
played these messages, and I'll never forget, you know, because he has this very unique voice and a tone, like very, you know, just really chill, you know. So
Yeah,
once
what's a Mr. Wiggles message sound like? I was trying to
I
run that
can't
through.
really, I mean, I wouldn't do it justice, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
But he told me the same thing Flo told me, so I knew it was real. And you know, for Wiggles to call me, you know, that's big. So I called him back and asked me if I wanted to be part of the show, and I said, yeah. And
And
you
you were
know,
like 16,
I
17?
was 17, just I was still in high school, you know,
Bro.
and yeah,
And you'd
I got
only been like, and how long had you been breaking? Just a few years?
uh 4 years.
Okay, 4.
Now, mind you, that during these 4 years, I was a complete powerhead. The, the,
Yeah.
you know, the style that you just like,
No, dude, you
ah.
know what I mean. But like but you know that you need to be like the full Monty. Like, but I mean, I'm trying to like think about how you go into power moves without, with all the footwork. Cause I see you dance and like the footage of you is like, cause you have the sickest footwork.
Oh,
Like,
thank you. Appreciate it.
dude, it's so clean. Like I watch you in the battles and I see other people in the, like you and Rock's right, which I want to get to how you met Rock's. Um, like, dude, I don't know what it is about you guys, but like some people just have like special, it just, some people I noticed even with rhyming or just anything that they could be good, but they can't be in the pocket
Right.
and like they try to go too fast and be so powerful. And I was watching some battle, and the other guys, they're good. Obviously, they're on a squad, but then
Right.
you guys came in periodically, and you guys, your moves just look so much bigger and like more space maybe taken up, and it's cleaner. And maybe you can just, your brain, like you can take it in because it's a cleaner move at an on beat, and you're not trying to go too fast and you're really feeling the music out. But it
Yeah.
just looks so different from all the other b-boys out there.
I just think that one of the reasons maybe is uh when I got with Wiggles and them, I was doing a show, you know, for the whole year, and
The
every day was,
Madhattan.
yeah, for Manhattan. Every day was a rehearsal. Even during the show, I would still be practicing because my footwork, I was just learning,
Yeah.
you know.
Wow.
So I think it was just because we understood how to connect to the music that you can't go faster than the music. That's like the speed limit, you know? So
Yeah, okay.
I think we just had a better understanding of music and how to connect and, you know, performing every night in front of thousands of people. So
Yeah,
once you battle in front of, you know, uh, at a B-boy, at a breaking event, that's our home court right there, you know?
right.
So from the stage to the B-boy event is like, oh, that's cake.
Yeah.
You know, it should be.
Because
So,
you're out of your comfort zone on a stage in front of
well, you want
I'm
to, I mean, on stage is a different thing, is a different beast, you know, because you have to perform and, you know, you have to be in character,
yeah.
which in a breaking event, you still have to be in character, but you're in battle mode. You're not really performing, you know?
Right. And the show is choreographed,
The
correct?
show is choreographed and sometimes you may use parts of the routines from the show. You know, you
Okay.
may, you know, a lot of elements from the show will carry to the cipher.
Where did you
You
guys
know,
do that show at?
where?
Yeah. I know it
At
was
the New
in
York,
Vegas.
New York.
What?
Yeah,
Dude,
right when it first opened.
you know what is crazy, dude? I've only been to Vegas one time, and I think you told me the year, and I think I may have been there, like 97-ish, maybe.
Yeah, that's when the show was running,
I
97 to
stayed
98.
at I stayed at New York, New York.
Did you see the show?
No. Dude, I just like I went there.
See, boy.
It was like some business thing. I don't want to get into it. But regardless, I got to go to Vegas. It was dope, you know. And I hadn't traveled too much in my life. And I stayed at New York, New York. And it was crazy. It was brand new. And went to MGM for like the business thing. Ted Danson gave us a speech from Cheers.
Wow.
Remember that dude?
Yeah, of course.
And yo, check this out. Santana
Mm-hmm.
came out with a full orchestra.
Wow.
Oh, bro. I didn't really know a lot about Santana. I think he had that song out with that what was that band? I can't remember it. But regardless, like it was really popular at the time. And he came out and played with a full orchestra.
Yeah.
And dude, it was mesmerizing. Like watching
Yeah.
that, like listening to that dude play the guitar. I mean, he made it sing. It was bananas. So you were in Vegas.
Oh, I get it. So you went to see Santana instead of, I get it.
Oh, bro, if I knew anything, I'm like just this kid from the Midwest. I'm in, like, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. Like, but if I knew Madhattan was popping off, and would have known, like, I would have. And dude, it was in the freaking hotel that I was staying at.
Yeah, definitely.
That's nuts. So
Fail.
that's
That was a huge fail. Huge fail.
yeah, it was. I mean, dude, you said Poppin' Pete, Mr. Wiggles, Flo
Yeah.
was in it as well.
Low. Skeeter Rabbit, rest in peace. Mr.
What?
Freeze, Jazzy J, Honey Rockwell,
Oh my
Remind.
gosh,
Yeah.
dude,
Z Boogie.
that's bananas.
Yeah.
Like, so what was like the whole show like? So Madhattan. So
Yeah, it was
was it?
based on street performers from New York City.
Oh, okay,
So
cool.
they had
I tried to
singers.
like I tried to find the show on YouTube and online to watch it because I was like, man, that sounds really dope. Sounds really interesting. I wanted to know like what the whole for like
Yeah.
what it was about. Like if it was strictly all b-boys and poppers or if they integrated just I didn't know.
Yeah. No,
See,
I looked as well. There's no footage online, which is crazy. But I mean, you know, it came out in '97, so only I think Wiggles and Mr. Freeze, and I think I have some footage on VHS somewhere. VHS.
you need to tell them to put it like I don't care who gets it. Like just put it on YouTube, man. That would be dope.
That's
To
too
see.
much work.
What? No, it's not, bro. Like, dude, it's 2020. Well, no one can leave their house, so that would be too much work. Just send it off to your alien planet and then have them like blast it onto the internet.
You know what? I'll create a memo right now.
Dude,
Right,
it would be dope to see that footage though, because like there's so many legends in that show, you know, and to see
yeah.
you guys all unite and I'm sure it was really special. Like I'm trying to like, I did see like it might have just been a flyer or something, or it might have been like, you know what? I think there is a commercial or something to it.
Well, if you find it, send me a link.
I think I found it on YouTube. I'll look it up later.
Okay.
So Flowmaster like hollered for you guys battled just recently. Got in a blowout like against each other.
But yeah, both crews. Yeah,
That's awesome because he's an East Coast cat, isn't he?
Yeah, he's from where is he? He's from Maryland. I think he's from Maryland.
Yeah, B-boys just travel the world. That's crazy. Like they're moving around like that. Even back then. So what happens after Madhattan? Like that comes to a end, and then what?
I stayed living in Vegas. Then I started to explore the Hollywood scene and started doing music videos and, you know, whole industry stuff, commercials. You know, that's how, you know, I got into You Got Served and, you know, did that for 5, 6, 7 years.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that You Got Served, like, it was dope, man. Like, and I can't believe you were dancing to AC Alone to Find Out. That's pretty crazy, dude. Because AC Alone has been, how does that work out? Like when it comes to music in those movies, like, are you like, hey, do you guys kind of lead them in the right direction? Like, as far as like, hey, we should probably listen to this during or how does that work?
No, we didn't have any say about the music.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was definitely they just wanted the dancers to be the dancers. That's it.
Yeah, because it would be just all break beats, right?
I mean, you know, we breakers love everything. You know, I think it was just to keep everything in control. They would leave it up to whoever was producing the soundtrack, or, you know, I'm not really sure. Well, maybe the choreographers had a word in it, you know?
Yeah. Well, I think you kind of lucked out, like having the Ace One joint.
Yeah, I think it also was a good time. You know, what was it, 2002, 2003, maybe? It was a good time for hip hop. Everything was hype. It was funky.
Oh yeah.
You know, we had Joe Budden, we had Fabulous, Timbaland. You know, I mean, it was a great time for music. So
yeah, those are sick beats. Like Timbaland. Yeah. Like I always wish, like me personally, it with hip hop. Like I love when like you know, like when Tony Touch, like that video. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
I don't know I can't like recall like all the B-boys that were in there, but that video was super dope. What videos were you in that
I was in a couple I mean, let's see. One of the most illest videos I was in was the Wake Up Show anthem.
What?
Oh,
bro, you were in that?
Come on, bro.
And dude, that is serious. Dude, I love that video. Oh my God. Holy shit, dude, that video. And like who are all the MCs in that? That is a long ass track. Like,
I mean, Tech Nine. Tech Nine. You had Wu-Tang in there. You had KRS.
Eminem was in it, right?
Exhibit. I think Chino in it. I think Chino XL was.
Yeah, Chino XL.
I can't remember. It was, you know, an all-star roster. You know, so dude, for us to be part of that video was just legendary for us.
Now I got to go back and watch that a million times. Who were the other b-boys in that? Do you recall?
Cujo was in it. Flowmaster.
Okay.
Ivan, and Ken Swift. I think
Yeah,
that was it.
I do remember Ken being
I
in
think
it.
that was it. Yeah.
Wow. Those are heavy hitters, bro. Anytime you
Yeah.
say Flowmaster, I've seen you guys do your IG. I just think of him being like, that dude is a fucking character, bro.
He is. I mean, that's what you see is him. I mean, there's no show. That's him.
Yeah,
You
dude.
know, it
I
doesn't.
love that dude. Like that dude, he puts out a lot of heat. He's
Yeah, he does.
super energy, and like that dude, he puts a smile on your face for sure. And
Yeah.
like, well, and it's your guys' friendship that I'm looking at, and you guys are super, you know, comfy and have your inside jokes with each other. They're like your bunny foo-foo or whatever the hell you guys are talking about. Like I pick up on that stuff. I'm like, what is that? What is this?
I don't even
Like,
know what it is either. I mean, we just have a bond that just clicked from the gate. You know, I didn't. Once we met in Madhattan, and we became roommates. You know, we lived together for months. You know, and then we became brothers. You know, so it's just we just have this bond that's just totally, just absolutely weird.
so those dudes, like during Manhattan, you're such a kid. I mean,
Yeah,
you're a
I was. Yeah,
child, bro. Like, and
I was a kid. I
you're
was.
thrown out into the world. You're thrown on a like. You're in
Yeah.
Vegas, homie. Like that's a big stage. New York is brand new. Everyone wants to go to the new spot, and
Mm-hmm.
you're in a big thing. And like I've kind of watched some stuff, and you said like um, so Wiggles calls you and makes it. You're like, oh, this is for real. This is real
Yeah.
good stuff. Not the guy that I was in a fight with last week. And then so I mean. So like you like telling Renegade Rockers like, yo, I've got this thing, man. I cannot pass it up. This is a huge deal. I'm going to Vegas and do Manhattan. Like it isn't like wasn't so who is like I'm sure every like crew has like a dude, like like
A dude?
a captain of the squad, right?
Right. Yeah.
And like I know like politics was one of the dudes, right?
Mm-hmm.
What
Yep.
and I remember watching an interview. You said that he was like, a little bit upset, like that you were bouncing to go do this thing because you guys had this movement like pushing forward, and you're obviously a huge, you know, part of the squad.
Yeah.
So that happens. You go there, like so. I mean, was Wiggles and all them like? Are they very much older than you?
Yeah, they're like 30 years older than me.
They are in alien years.
In alien, yeah.
Is
So in
that
human years,
kind of
they're like,
like dog years?
nah, in alien years it's 30. So in human years it's 10.
Okay, word. I'll fucking break out my calculator later and see how many hundreds of years old you guys are. So like those dudes just like become like older brothers to you? Because I saw in this interview like Mr. Freeze was like teaching you how to like write checks and like checkbook and all that stuff.
Yeah, you doing your research, huh?
Yeah, dude. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, Freeze, he taught me a lot. You know, he once I moved to Vegas, everyone was living in a like a condo and
Mhm.
not really nice part of town.
Right.
And Freeze was already living there, and he had his own place. And he told the company, once Wicket comes here, he's gonna stay with me. You know,
Okay.
I didn't even know this guy really. I mean,
Right.
we probably rehearsed maybe 3 weeks in New York, but that was it. You know, so for him to take me in right when I got there was just, that was definitely that was love right there. You know, that was definitely, he looked out because I was a kid, you know, and I would have been just like a mess, you know, and plus I was terrified too. I didn't know, you know, I never been to Vegas before that. So I'm very thankful that he looked out for me.
So you went to New York to rehearse this and then bring it to Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh. And plus you probably don't write checks on whatever planet you're from, right?
We're like, checks, what's that? You know, so
Yeah. You guys just have a
checks.
thing in your palm and you're like, meow,
I mean,
and then they
it's
give
all
you,
like, it's all mental, you know. So like
yeah,
something, anything physical, I'm just like, dude, I'm like 17.
like 3 head spins you get like is worth $300.
No, it doesn't.
That's
No,
what it is, bro.
doesn't even
Everything is
add up here on Earth.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
I seen you doing head spins like what was it, like a week ago. My time frame is like crazy, but I've seen you, dude. Your head, like, what's that feel like?
Um,
Like,
it
so
feels
that's
like a
what you like started off doing. You were like, I'm just gonna do power moves and spin on my head, and you just. How long did it take you to do even like just a couple rotations? Like,
couple rotations in the beginning was tough. I mean, I've, you know, several days, couple weeks to even just get one or two, you know,
oh,
and just
okay.
not snap your neck or fall on your face or break something. And, you know, so luckily I had a video camera. Luckily I had a video camera to film myself and to see what I was doing and to correct my form and everything because, you know, back then you couldn't really trust your friends.
Yeah, right.
You know,
I
they don't
still.
want you to get any moves before they do. So,
Oh,
you know,
really?
yeah. So luckily I had a video camera.
So competitive. Like,
Yeah.
I just don't. I can't comprehend head spins. Like, I went
It's
to Scribble Jam,
uh-huh.
and this is when dudes is like were like wearing the helmets, you know,
Yeah.
and well, this
Actually, you just reminded me. I gotta teach tonight, and I'm gonna bring my helmet. I still got one.
really,
Yes.
I guess everyone rocked them.
Yeah, it was a thing. You know, I mean, Air Force crew made it popular.
Okay.
You know, I guess it definitely was uh, being used in the 80s, but in my era, it was definitely a thing. You know, like to see a
Yeah.
helmet was like a symbol of, oh, he's a breaker. Oh,
Yeah.
he got power moves. Oh, he got heads. You know, so
Yeah. Yeah.
whenever you saw a helmet, a kid walking around with a helmet, like at the mall or on the street
Yeah.
somewhere, you'd be like, oh shit,
Okay.
hey, do you break? You know,
Yeah.
you got videos?
Because it was kind of a specific type of helmet.
Yeah, it was a ProTech helmet.
Okay. Yeah, this
You know,
dude, I went to Scribble Jam. So dope, man. That was like really my first visual. J Rock, I think you get down with J Rock. Aren't you guys in a
yeah,
crew together?
yeah, we're in the Groovaloos. We did a show
Bro,
together. Yeah,
so this was my, like, so I go to Scribble Jam. I'm just like
yeah,
this country ass kid from the Midwest. And I go to Scribble Jam. And I mean, it was so much to take in, you know, like probably like kind of like you going to Vegas or whatever. But I mean, you grew up in a city. I'm like kind of middle of nowhere. I just moved to the city. We got like 250,000 people here, but regardless, I go to Scribble Jams. It's like it's so wild, and the B-boy battle comes on, and I mean, I've seen, dude, it's so different. Like seeing it on DVDs or whatever on your television, and then but you're actually there. It's a totally different ball game. And I kicked it with a few dudes, and we, you know, I was never like good at it. I was like better at popping. I'm fairly tall guy, like footwork. I was nah, but I was with two dudes, like this dude Gary and this dude Shorty, and they were actually really dope. They 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 were really good, and they didn't have like insane, like they didn't have flares or anything like that. a little bit of a head spin, but their footwork was like, I think, really phenomenal. And we had a little crew. We were called the Section 8 Squad.
Section 8 Squad. I heard of y'all.
No, you did not, bro.
No, I'm just kidding. That was a bad joke. That was a bad joke.
SES, baby. But anyways, it was fun though, dude, you know? And so we go to Scribble Jam, and this dude, it was a Chicago crew. I forget their name. But anyways, dude like throws on the helmet. He comes out. This dude spun on his head forever with the different leg movements and all this. And it was just, he could change speeds.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just seeing it live. Like, I just don't think people just, you know, because it was so commercialized in the 80s, and then like people just thought it disappeared. Like no one did it anymore because it stopped being commercialized. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? It's done nothing but get phenomenal. It's like,
yeah, it evolved.
It evolved into like craziness. But you know what? Like I'll go back and watch some 80s stuff and be like, oh wow, they were doing some sick shit then too, you know?
Just as crazy.
Yeah.
Just as crazy back in the 80s. I mean, there's a lot of footage out there that I've seen from the 80s, and I'm thinking to myself, this move still hasn't been done correctly.
Okay.
You know, or this style is still like, these styles are still untouchable, you know, like.
Have you ever went back and tried to grab a move and tried to perfect it? Or is that just an observational thing?
That's easy. I'm an alien, bro.
You are. I know that.
Yeah. I mean, I've tried to do a lot of moves, you know, from my prime, but it just don't click anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you got to think about it, you know,
dude.
Like during my prime, that's all I did was break.
Right.
You know, so now 41, you know, I'm making music, mixing music for people. I'm teaching, DJing, you know, travel. I mean, well, not traveling now, but you know, there's just too many things that I'm trying to do aside from breaking.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You guys, like, I just think B-boys, like, you're just, the music is part of you, and like you're always being creative, like on the ones and twos, and cutting up, and I don't know, man. You guys just have like this childlike creativeness to you, and it keeps you vibrant and young, and it's you guys, and plus like you keep breaking and just working out, and you have all your, like, you guys just keep going, you know? And I mean, I saw you in that one battle, and dude, like, I'm not trying to like dog anyone else, but like, you're like, it was like, this isn't fair. Like, I'm like, I mean, I'm not, I don't know, but I'm not trying to like shit on anyone, you know what I mean? But you shit on them fools, bro. Yeah, but I was like, oh man, but yeah. But anyways, like my point is, while I shit on these other dudes that you trashed in this competition, like it just keeps you like, I love it, because like music just seems to keep people, like, music is magic, man. Like it is. It's fucking magic. Like anything incorporated, because I think life is vibration, and it like they even like the mind body spirit shit. They're like, you have to live at a high vibration, and da 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 da, you know, and that's what music is. It's vibration. And like, I think that's what like keeps like B-boys and B-girls and like just like the hip hop community like so young, or just any music, rock, whatever. electronic. It just that when you constantly have to be creative and you have to move and you're thinking, I just think I wish everyone could be a little bit more creative and just like not sit on a couch and stare at a fucking stupid box, you know? Like, you got to get up. Like, I don't care if you're a shitty dancer or not. Just get up and shake your ass.
Yeah, get some moves going.
Yeah, I think like if everyone just got up and danced for like 5 to 10 minutes and just made an ass out of themselves, like their lives would be a million times better. Like, get on IG, follow BBoy Wicket / DJ Wicket. He'll put you on his live, whether you can dance or not, because I know, because you put me on there, and I have
several times.
And I have you taught me a 3-step.
Hey.
And that's pretty much all I have, and I'm cool with that.
That's good.
Because who gives a shit? Like, it's fun. Like, I mean, it's not like like it's just it's dope. And dude, just like with any like creative community, I mean, I know you guys are cutthroat when it comes to b-boying, like when it's comp time, but I like when you guys like dap it up at the end, be like, that's what it is. It's love,
right?
At the end of the day. But when it is comp time, you guys are punking heads, and it's serious. But when it's done, it's just most of the time, 99.9% of the times.
99.3/4.
99.3/4 to the third power
to the
times.
Third disintegration peninsula. And
then that 0.66, someone might get stabbed in the thigh.
Nah.
It's happened. It's happened, dude. I guarantee it.
Maybe.
Man, I'm not messing with the b-boy. Not a chance, bro. Because it just would be embarrassing.
Yeah, your knees would be messed up.
Yeah, for real. It's troublesome. So, I mean, I have all these notes that I want to ask you. I mean, you've got down with so many people. I mean, Ken Swift, to me, like just being a fan and watching the evolution of hip hop, I would watch this dude. And you're in like The Freshest Kids, which is the dopest b-boy documentary made. And I love that. That shit is sick. It's the sickest one made, period.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you're in that, and like B-Boy Ivan's in that, and he's a crazy ass dude too. Like, I can't wrap my head around that dude. He's just he seems like
he's special.
Yeah. There's some certain characters that are just like, what? Like, and like, dude, he's in it. Wiggles, like, you get down with Wiggles. Like, like one of the scenes like is like one of the end credits, and like then cops show up in the alley and all that stuff.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's dope. Like, that's one of my favorite parts of the entire thing, man.
Yeah, it was definitely.
Yeah. A good time. So, dude, and it's, and you guys kind of have you and Wiggles kind of have a connect in a weird way, like through like Limp Bizkit, because they put Wiggles in a video.
Right. I think the Rolling video.
Yeah, dude, and it was so hard, bro. Like, people shit on them for some reason. I'm like, you guys are out of your minds. What other group? I mean, dude, I went and saw them live before they got huge. The first time on accident in Louisville, I walked in, I was like, who are these guys? Like, I went to see Korn. And but then when they went out, I remember going to the show, and I think it was the show, they had a spaceship. Of course they did, because that's what the B-Boys came on. Now it all makes sense. That makes sense now. So I'm putting it together. And then I don't even know who the hell the B-boys were, but he
I
had
think I think Poe One was on it. I
really.
think Crumbs. I'm not sure who. Easy Rock. Easy Rock was one of them.
Yeah, dude, and that's phenomenal for Fred, because I know it was Fred's idea. There's no doubt about it. You know,
Maybe I'm not sure, but
he runs that ship.
I mean,
And and then all of a sudden, dude, I mean, because like that is my shit, dude. Like b-boying is awesome, but I can't do it. Like I'm more like this shit, you know what I mean? But all of a sudden I'm seeing them. All of a sudden Wiggles comes out and he does his wiggle walk. And I was like,
you lost it,
Boogie.
didn't
I
you?
was like, Boogie down Bronx, bitch. I swear he looked at me. Because all these like Limp Bizkit, like I don't think they knew like who the hell Wiggles was, And I'm like in the front. It's a giant stadium. It was in Indianapolis. And I was like, Wiggles! Boogie down Bronx, bitch! I'm wilding out. And he's doing his freaking wiggle walk. And I was like, like he's so crazy, dude. Like the way he moves, like he's
one of the illest in the world.
Yeah, dude, and I love it. It's like his shotgun shit. Dude, everything he does, like he's just everything is like just so big and dramatic, and he's dope. He's fucking dope. But dude, but I just thought that was massive to bring out B-boys and Mr. Wiggles. Holy sheep shit. It was one of the dopest nights to see
definitely.
Like, one of the dopest shows I've seen, because to bring out B-boys and Mr. Wiggles, like fucking crazy. And
that's
then
a big deal.
So I go off on tangents, sorry. And then the VMAs, like Christina Aguilera is doing her thing, and you're part of the crew dancing, and then all of a sudden, I mean, that was a pretty huge moment. And then Fred comes up and like rhymes at the end, and there's like 3 B-boys?
There's 4 of us, me, Flowmaster, Crumbs, and Remind.
Okay, cool. And you're front and center though. Like
I don't remember.
No,
maybe.
You were. I'm telling you.
Maybe.
And you're front and center, and like you're here, 2 here, and then 1 in the back. Christina's like in the middle. And Fred comes up, they rock the shit. It was dope. And you're on the VMAs. Everyone on planet Earth, and wherever your planet you're from, is watching this, and you're front and center on the VMAs, bro. Like,
that's crazy.
That's what just street dance. That's where that to Madhattan to music videos. Like, it's so wild that you just started like in a backyard. Cause you like, what was like your first introduction to hip hop? Like, did you just grow up listening to it and heard it, and then all of a sudden, like you were like, I mean, how did you find dance?
Well, I'm from San Francisco, so around the time I was in middle school, this is when DJ Qbert and Mixmaster Mike were blowing up and just doing all kinds of parties, and I would just hear about these guys, and it wasn't until I got into high school that I was able to see them actually perform in person, and that just blew my mind, so it was the DJing element of hip hop is what first led me to this journey.
That's
and
dope.
And then then it led to breaking. So it's San Francisco, the Bay Area has strong roots of hip hop.
Oh my God. So, I mean, honestly, like I know it's a New York thing or whatever, the where the seed got planted or whatever, but like Bay Area is massive. You got Pyro and Souls of Mischief and Qbert is dude, he's him and Mixmaster Mike and the Invisible Scratch Pickles, like Yoga Frog and D Styles and all them cats. They're on a different. They're just different, man. Like what they've created is bananas.
Agreed.
I watched this interview and Mixmaster Mike was like, like me and Q got together and they were working on scratches and they wanted to talk to each other, and they was like, and they was
go ahead, imitate it.
They was like, he was like, how does Mixmaster Mike talk? He was like, no. He was like, and we wanted to speak each other, and we was thinking, and we was looking at the lights, and we're like, how would aliens speak to each other? And I would be like, and then Qbert would be like, and so he was like, they would sit around and fuck around and just talk to each other with their turntables. And I was like, yeah, that totally makes sense.
It does.
Yeah. And I mean, with Qbert, I'll watch his stuff on YouTube, because I mean the thing about you and Qbert and stuff, you guys laid down this huge foundation and this huge piece of work for years and years and years, and phenomenal, took hip hop and dance and DJing and turntablism or whatever, and evolved it into something else. And but then you guys are so gracious to get on and getting on Instagram and showing the 3-step, the 6-step, and just up rock or just whatever, and showing the new generation, or even just people who love hip hop, and me just for fun. I'm here in my living room, I want to do that. If I'm gonna stay in shape or work out, I'd like to maybe learn a skill, and I like it. And then I see all these kids get on your cipher, and dude, it brings a smile to your face, and it's dope. Yeah. And even Qbert to get on, he's like, this is how I do this scratch. And he does workshops that you can look up on YouTube. And that's just so dope to how you guys have evolved, dance and turntablism. And you guys get to you're here's how I do it. I'm not going to hoard all these skills. I'm going to show you how to do it. And hopefully you can evolve it, master it. And then, cause there's always, you're going to touch someone that is going to do that.
Right.
And I think that's really dope of you guys to do.
Yeah. I think it's just, I came at a point in my life to where I just realized that now it's time to give back. So I'm just trying to figure out all the ways I can give back. If it's through dancing, through music, through watching your battle round and why you got judged a certain way, or, so I just think that that it's my time now to just to be a provider,
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
Elder statesman, hand down. That's sick.
that's the whole thought process for me right now. It's just it's not about me anymore. It's what can I do to give back?
Yeah, and you're DJing, your beats are dope, dude.
They're all right.
No, they're dope. I like your some of the stuff that, yeah.
Sorry about that.
No,
I get carried away.
I don't know what I was listening to the other week, but I was like, man, That's sick. You were doing a couple ciphers, and I was like, oh, that's a sick one. It was kind of like left field. I love like stuff you don't expect. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it probably wasn't my beat if you liked it.
Shut up, dude. Ridiculous. Oh, yo, so J-Rock.
Oh yeah, J-Rock.
So you guys are in Groovaloos?
Yeah.
I swear I think he's from Indiana as well.
I think he is. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he is.
So I met that dude, or I mean, I said hi to him. I don't even know if he said hi back. Like, I was overwhelmed, dude. You know when you see something for the first time that you've like just like it was at Scribble Jam, and I saw the B-boying, and then but so like Scribble Jam was like this 3-day event, right? And you know they had DJ battle, they had MC battle, B-boy battle, and a ton of graffiti. Like it was sick, dude. Like they had like giant walls for the graffiti artists. It was, dude, the art there was phenomenal. And man, it was like the beginning of like, you know, like all the rhyme sayers cats were there, and like an idea. RIP. Like, dude, I got to see Idea battle. Do you know about Idea?
No.
Oh my gosh, dude, he's the sickest battle rapper. I don't give a shit, hands down, to ever live. Like, dude, everything was top of the dome. Like, he would break down people's outfits. Like, it was, you know, some people come in like, okay, I'm battling a fat dude. I got a lot of fat material. I'm battling, you know, whatever type of person. I've got something for him. And dude, I just seen this. It wasn't even fair. It was like Michael Jordan against like junior high kids. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And
that's
you know
definitely not fair.
Yeah, and you have a persona like when you go into a b-boy battle, it'll fuck you up, man, because your rep is already out there. You're like, God damn it, I got to battle this dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
definitely.
And it already messes with your head. You're already shook, you know. And I got to see that dude destroy people. And I mean, Brother Ali, Slug, Sage Francis, all these crazy dudes were there. And then like on the third day, they had this, it was just like a big cookout in the park. And then they had, at this gazebo, they would do different shows. I think D12 was there. Eminem was there like a year or two before and battled Juice, and he lost to Juice, the Chicago freestyle guy.
Yeah.
And then so D12 was there. And this is weird. I was standing right by D12, and my homie was talking to them. And they're like smoking and hanging out. And I was like, I'm gonna talk to this dude. He was from New York, and he was telling me about his New York City B-boy ninja movie. And I could have been hanging out with D12 this entire time, and I'm listening to this dude about his New York B-boy ninja movie. Because
what's wrong with you?
I don't know, man. But anyways, they ran up on stage. But I got to see J-Rock, because I always love popping, man. Like, right. I just like boogalooing and all that stuff. That's what, I mean, B-boy spoke to me, but that stuff, because I could kind of do it, you know? Yeah. So it really spoke to me, and I'd seen it on TV, but watching that stuff and how just crazy someone had control of their body, you know? Like, B-boying is a totally different thing. I mean, you guys are doing your thing, but like that, like the way J-Rock animated his animation, he was with some girl too, and she would do this thing where she put her lipstick on and stuff. I forget her name, but seeing him do that, it, like you see in Mixed Master and Qbert, and it being like, holy shit.
Yeah,
like,
just mind blown.
Oh, bro, I watched it and I was like,
I get it.
that is not, how is this real? How is it, this is not a real person. This, what? Like, you, it was hard for my brain to like even take in.
I could tell.
But, you know, yeah. So, and then like months, maybe like a half year later, I saw him in Nashville. I was at some warehouse party, and man, I think he was like part of a crew called the Jedi Imperials. That sounds right.
I don't know.
And and he danced there, and it was mind blowing. Yeah, phenomenal. And then he went on to do his thing, and then you guys are in Groovaloos together. And I'm pretty sure he came from Indiana, and I just think, you know, because that's where I'm at. That's phenomenal to come from here. Cause
See, that's inspiration for you. You could still do it, buddy.
like I don't doubt any, like, especially when it comes to popping, I think that's kind of timeless, you know,
Of course. Yeah,
like,
of
because
course.
you're just, you know, you got to learn your slides, and you know, you're like, tutting is out of control. Like, I think tutting and like finger tutting and all that. Do you ever watch that stuff?
Oh, of course. Yeah, I'm
Dude,
inspired by it all.
oh my
Definitely.
gosh. Like, the way, like, tutting to me, I don't like the push the body, like what we are capable of. Just everything that they do is just,
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. Like, we're capable of so much. And I think, honestly, I think B-boys have evolved the human race, period. Like, there's athletes and, you know, lifting weights and all that stuff. And like gymnastics is cool. But like, just like with gymnasts, I think B-boys like have evolved human beings, period.
I
Like,
think you're right.
in everything. I mean, so if hip hop doesn't happen, and B-boys don't come out, I don't know where we're at. Like, just from it all starting with a little bit of footwork and some backspins to like some windmills. Now, like, I've heard like some B-boys say that all these kids have rockets in their asses and they're just like spinning around. And I just think you guys have evolved the human race, period. Because once you see something, just like back in the day, like, they was like, no one can run like whatever time on a mile. And then one person finally like broke this time, right? I don't know if it was 4 minutes or 5 minutes, whatever. But once someone finally broke that time, within a year or two, like 20 plus people did it, you know?
Right.
So like with B-boys, like, I just think you guys have evolved. Like, I wish you guys realized like how much you guys have like just changed humans, period, by what you can do.
We realize.
Oh, you do? Well, then cool. I'm glad and I'm happy for you guys. Pat yourself on the back, bro. Give yourself a hug. No, but you guys have, man. It's phenomenal. Like, seeing what you guys do, and it really has changed the world. It's changed the world. Like, hip hop is definitely the biggest thing on the planet Earth. Like, as far as like just anything music wise, it's the biggest thing. It's pop music now. Like, it's the most popular music. Just
Yeah, it's every. I mean, what isn't hip hop?
what?
You
Yeah,
know, you watch
every.
TV commercials. The cheesiest commercials is like hip hop now. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everything is hip hop now. You know,
Yeah.
you got laundry commercial, you got all kinds. Anything, it is pop. You're right. It's pop.
Yeah.
But real ones know what's up though.
Yeah, I mean, some of it's straight up cornballs. I mean, you
I
know.
like cornballs.
But Yeah, it's
Hey,
just everything. It's legitimately it's in everything. But I don't know, like just me, like when something changes the world, like not I can't I don't know anything else that has changed the world
uh,
like like
yeah.
like hip hop has in the past so many years. You know, like so many decades. Like it's just it's from dance to music, turntablism, MCing. Like, I mean, you'll listen to a freaking folk song and then all of a sudden some want to come in and like spit some bars. Like you're like, what
Hey,
the fuck, dude?
if that's your lane, I say go for it. If it hasn't been done before, hey, take that
Yeah,
lane. Shit,
yeah.
I might have to do that.
You do rhyme. I know you rhyme.
Not anymore. I did it
Well,
for not I'm not I wouldn't say I'm a real MC. I mean,
right.
I think now my role is just to get the idea out for whoever the artist is.
I wonder who the dopest like b-boy, like who was
Ivan.
no strictly b-boy that rhymes.
Oh, there's plenty. There's plenty. I mean, you got Art Son, you got Flea Rock. Um,
You need to send
there's,
me a bunch so I can check them out if
there's
I haven't heard
there's
them.
so many dope MCs out there that will slay. I mean, Pookie El Nino is a dope MC. Oh my gosh, I could go on.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
for real, send me a list because I want to peep them. Like at the end of like the freshest kids, you know, you have like different selections and there's a b-boy and everyone's breaking and he breaks and he rhymes. I think it was just one dude. There might have been two. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I wish that was more of a thing where like b-boys and DJs and graffiti artists were incorporated and like in a perfect world, I think that's what like would be put out. You know what I mean?
I think that you see a lot of that in Europe.
Yeah, dude. Why
Yeah.
is that? They are so like when I watch anything b-boys, like from music, yeah, like the music videos or just they are like they
Yeah.
embrace the culture like nobody. Like
Yeah.
they
It's
do,
just
they
I don't know
stay
what it
strong.
is. It's just one whole unit out there. You know, it's different. You know, I don't know the U.S. I don't know. I don't know, bro.
Dang, that's such a politically correct.
All I know is that I like Pop Tarts.
Yeah, they're good. I like the strawberry ones.
Yeah, I had like two. I have 4 Pop Tarts yesterday.
Yeah, you say
Strawberry
that.
ones too. Strawberry ones also.
Yeah, they're fire, bro.
Yeah, and I don't toast them.
I'm gonna say they're better toasted,
I
but
I disagree with you on that.
but especially the strawberry ones, you don't have to toast them.
Yeah,
Dude, they're good either way.
yeah. Either way.
You know, sometimes you want your Subway toasted, and sometimes you're just like, nah, man,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Sometimes yeah.
I don't want my cheese melted, homie. And put some spicy mustard on that bitch. But don't put
But
spicy mustard on your Pop Tart.
yo, Sean. So
That's a no
I think
go.
we should wrap this up, Sean.
Yes, sir. All right, homie. Dude, I appreciate it so much. I know you're
My
trying to
pleasure,
go eat
bro. My
4
pleasure.
more. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to go eat 4 more Pop Tarts, bro.
Well, I mean, I wasn't gonna say it, but
Start talking about Pop Tarts and homie gotta leave. I see how it is,
hey,
dude.
say the secret word, and it's like I can't, you know, I can't function.
Pavlov's dogs. It's like ringing the bell. You heard Pop Tarts, so you can't talk to your homie anymore. I feel you, dude. All right, dude. Honestly, like, I appreciate this so much.
Hey, no worries, man. Anytime, anything for you.
Yeah, right.
What's your name
So,
again?
um, yeah, exactly. Yo, so this is BBoy Wicked. Also DJ Wicked.
I
Um,
wouldn't even say DJ. I just If I'm DJing somewhere, it's just BBoy Wicket.
Yo, tell them where they can get your music at, though, bro.
All my music is available on my website, bboywicketbeats.com. And
.com.
it's all for free.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, so have at it.
Okay, bet. All right, man. I'll catch you at a cipher. I appreciate everything, and yeah, dude, go eat Pop-Tarts, homie.
I'll save a couple for you.
Believe it. That's the homie.
All right, man. One love, my bro. One love.
All right, one love. All right, peace.